Okay, there goes the first notification. That is a great sign. We are live. Hello. Jiminy should be getting a notification. Yep, there he is. Wait, I'm not hearing you. Hold on. What's up with that? Oh, my audio's off. Isn't it? No, it was on. Wait a second. Shit. My sound is on now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, there it is. Hello.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool, man.
Hey,
Cool. So my charge ran out. It's like this happens occasionally on my speaker. The charge just stops charging and then it coldly runs out of battery. And then if I take the USB cable, the mini USB out, and I flip it and plug it back in because it's flippable, and then it'll charge up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter which way the cable is. Within a few days, it'll run out of power, and then all I have to do is flip the cable over, plug it back in, it'll charge right back up again. It's like it loses connection. I'm thinking I need to spray a little contact cleaner on either the cable or the port.
Yeah, it's what the cables do that. They're annoying.
Okay, hello and good morning, everybody. Just if somebody in the chat would just say hi, that would be great. Just so I know that the chat's working. I'm assuming that many of you already have, and that it's just not working. I'm probably gonna have to refresh the chat, but I just wanted to ask because sometimes you guys will pop in and you won't say anything, but I just need to know. Okay, great.
Casper.
Thank you.
Hi.
I don't need to refresh the chat, which is great. Okay, thank you. Okay. We've got all kinds of cool things to talk about in the news today, man. This company called ARK Funds. They're an investment firm that deals mostly with high volatile investments. They're more like crypto and crazy stuff, but they do a lot of predicting and people talk about them. When they say something, people listen, and they're saying that Bitcoin's going to hit $1 million per coin. You know, they're making crazy assessments about Bitcoin right now. So people are talking about what they're talking about. There's articles about it, about, you know, what ARK said about crypto, and really exciting. There's also, we've got Marjorie Taylor Greene, we've got Nancy Pelosi to talk about, and we've got, you know, they shot the balloon down. We'll talk about that, and, you know, Chinese-American relations, and the crypto market took a giant crash this morning, and look at this. It wasn't that bad. Look at this. Look at what didn't crash really bad, or look what snapped all the way back to its, you know, negative
Billy
1%.
Valentine.
Harmony. Hey, Billy.
Morning.
Look at the way it snapped back. Look at Harmony right here. Snapped. That big drop, it went with everything else, and boom, it came up above where everything stopped halfway. Look at this. Everything stopped halfway from its fall. And, well, you know, so did Harmony. But the beautiful thing about Harmony is it was so high that when it went back like everything else did, it came back to almost zero. So, which is perfect, which is exactly what we want in a crypto. We want something that's resilient, something that snaps back, something that's strong and proves itself over and over again. Harmony won, O-N-E. That is the way. That is the way. Harmony is the way. So check it out, look into it, and, you know, hopefully you will, you'll agree with me on it. I think it's fantastic. Okay, so last night I had some crazy dreams, and I can't remember a single thing. I just know I had these really extensive, massive dreams, and I can't remember any of it.
Whale, hello.
Hey, yeah, right? Hello, Billy. How's it going? We've got Kafefi. Yes, we do.
Strange. I was off last night. I didn't have dreams, but I was off.
Weird.
Anything better than that.
Well, cannabis is a dream suppressor. Did you know that?
Hippie chick.
I did not.
Good morning.
I didn't smoke much.
Bro, if you want to have some wild dreams, take a little break, a little tolerance. Take a tolerance break from cannabis for like a day or two, and then when you go to sleep that night, You just say to yourself, try to be aware of what's going on with your dreaming, and you'll see, bro. You'll have crazy, vivid dreams. And then as soon as you start smoking cannabis again, it's good. It's great for people with PTSD, people who have night terrors, nightmares. They
Yeah, I
have,
get those. Yeah.
and cannabis works great for suppressing dreams. Sometimes you don't want to dream. If you have
Yeah.
issues like that, great. Well, you can suppress those dreams, and it's something
Oh,
that people should
I did
should
not know.
know. Yeah, there are a lot of medical properties to cannabis, Jim. I'm surprised I have to tell you this.
Oh, I knew that. I
I
just
know
didn't know
you
about the
know.
night terror one. The nightmare one.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's so many uses for cannabis. Hippie chick, hello. So we've got the Rumble up over here. She's over there as well. We'll refresh that. We've got some people over there. Great.
Billy
I'm
Ballantyne.
not seeing anything.
The best dreams are induced by brake fluid. If you're rich, use ether.
Oh, Billy. Oh, Billy. Okay, so, dab or bowl. I see my bowl. I think I will do a bowl first to start the day and drum my syllables out on the table while I speak. Did you guys like that? I literally said what I was doing while I was doing and saying it at the same time. Okay, so
Billy Bong Thornton. If you take high doses of vitamin B12, you have realistic dreams, like you feel like you're awake but still dreaming, and aware of your surroundings while you're sleeping.
I never heard that. Vitamin B12.
Eric Panhoff. Do you have a Chinese
Right.
balloon?
Eric Panoff, do you have a Chinese balloon? No, we had one, but we shot it down. Thanks for the setup, Eric. Where do I send the check, bro? All right, so Jiminy, cheers.
Cheers.
Eric, cheers. Billy, cheers. Billy, cheers. Hippie chick,
Cheers,
cheers.
everybody.
All right.
Billy Bong Thornton. If you want to trip out, take B12 before you sleep. Hippie chick. Cheers.
All right, so I was thinking to turn these lights up a little brighter. Yeah, my front lights had them down. Ooh, and this one can move forward a little bit. There we go. That'll get me just a little bit more lighting in there. Yeah, that'll make it a little bit brighter. That's nice, huh? So you can see everything. We've got nice lighting. Even when there's light behind me, there's light in front of me now. And those little lights are amazing. And anybody that's doing podcasting or photography, or you just need to light up an area, I highly recommend those little rectangular LED lights. They are amazing. They are amazingly bright. We are saving so much energy with LED
Billy
lighting.
Ballantyne. You OD on B12, so be careful. Causes acute headache, nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, fatigue or
Wow.
weakness, tingling sensation in hands and
Billy
feet.
Bong didn't say any of that.
Otherwise, it's eat. I take 1,000 micrograms a day. It's hard to OD on, but you can.
Wow. So both Billy and Billy know about the B12. That's funny. It's the B must be for Billy. What's up, Billy 12? Why do we have that one up? That is the wrong one. Let's put the right one up there. Because I definitely don't have $339,000 of crypto. It's not an accurate representation. But we are hearing that Celsius is making some progress. So the case is moving through, and we're going to be finding out soon enough. Man, Alex Mashinsky was tweeted at by somebody. He's like, hey, man, if you guys go bankrupt, what happens to your users' crypto? And you know what Alex said? He's like, oh, you all get your crypto right back immediately. He said that in a tweet. And they showed that on a Celsius thing today, and a tweet on a post on Twitter. And I was like, wow,
Billy
you
Ballantyne.
guys really got caught with your
No, I
pants
just
down.
Googled it so you didn't owe a tree branch out of your neck or something.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, I don't want a tree branch growing out of my neck. Unless it's a cannabis tree branch. And then I would have those growing all over. Here, you want a bud? Here you go. Have a bud. Let's smoke. Let's get high. So let's get rid of this. Just clean it up a little bit. I'm just gonna clean it up. Just clean it up. My finger had a really bad blister on it. It looked like and let me show you right where it was. It was right here, guys. Right here. Right where my finger is. Right? On this joint. This was a red, blistery, very hard skin area. A patch, right? And I assumed it was psoriasis because, it was only in one little spot. And it wasn't painful. It didn't itch. So it wasn't like a hive, right? But it almost looked like, I had been using that, working or something, but I hadn't been. And I always wear gloves outside. So I just figured it was a psoriasis or some kind of a skin irritation or something. And I figured it was going to go away on its own, and it didn't. And I had it for I don't know, 2-3 weeks, something like that. And one day I just looked at it. I said, you know what? I'm going to start putting my triage oil on this because it is not going away. I was like, what? I don't know what it is, but I don't want it anymore. And I'm just going to start putting the triage oil on it. And man, within a couple of days, I started seeing a reduction in the roughness of it. It was softening, and then the blisters started going away, and then the redness started going away, and now it is almost completely healed. There is still just a little bit I can feel just a little area there, and it is a little red on that one little spot where it was. But my triage oil, whatever that thing was, worked on it. And I'm telling you, it didn't start going away until I started putting my triage oil on it. And all of you in the audience know what triage oil is. There should be no questions or explanation needed. I've literally got in trouble with YouTube for explaining to you guys how to make it. And they told me it was medical misinformation.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was giving my audience medical misinformation about something that'll make their lives better, help them live longer and happier and healthier lives. Okay, YouTube. Wow, you guys make a lot of sense.
Jeez.
So we're watching this market recovery, which is just beautiful. Bitcoin is now approaching 23. It looks like 223.2.
Billy Ballantyne.
Which we wanted at 23.256.
When I ran out of TPO, I had to get Odic from the doctor. It's an enzymic steroidal ointment for my ears. You know what that means. TPO replaces steroids and natural enzymes in the human body.
Yeah, well, you know who told me that first? Billy, you're going to hate this. It was freaking Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore. He said, you know what? I told my doctor I don't want to use these steroidal creams anymore. They don't make me feel good. He said, and I'm using this triage oil, and it works better than your other stuff did. And so I heard it from Jimmy Dore, and now I'm hearing it from you as a replacement for steroidal creams. Yes.
Wait a second. What? They make people feel sick? Because I have a spray that I got to use in for psoriasis.
Right.
In that spray. It's like an antifungal spray.
Right.
I wonder, and I've been feeling that great for a while. I wonder if that's what it is, partially.
Well, you have access to cannabis, bro. You can make your own oil. It's really easy. You can.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, I've never thought about it.
Can you go to the store and get some Rick Simpson oil?
Yeah, I could. I could get it. Actually, I could get.
It only
deodorant
takes a
that's
few
already
drops to make an ounce of triage oil, bro. It'll take like 15 drops of Rick Simpson oil to make this much, which will last you a whole year.
made. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
An ounce.
Just maybe
They go a
I
long
never
way.
thought about it.
People
I think that's
overuse
a
the
benign
ointment. My
spray.
mom overuses it like crazy. I tell her not to do it, and she just goes
Billy
right.
Valentine.
She digs it out, man. Just
Jimmy
slather
Dore's a
on,
wussy.
man.
Was the steroids for
Really?
his vagina?
I don't
What did he
know.
say?
I don't pry into my patients' private matters. If they tell me this stuff works, I'm very happy. But bro, have you ever heard of that disease that makes your eyes bulge out of your sockets? People suffer from that. Triage oil takes the pain and swelling away. You don't want to get it in your eye, but if you rub it around the muscles around your eye, it makes the swelling go down for that too. I mean, I got so many stories from so many people, and unfortunately, I'll get in trouble on YouTube for talking about it. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we can't talk about anything productive on YouTube.
Jimmy Dore can go on his show because he's got 1 million followers, right? So he can say anything he wants. He can put all the medical misinformation he wants out there and have no punishment except to have a little disclaimer under his video. But for me, I'm giving out really good information. Drive safe. I'm giving out healthy, good information that saves people's lives.
Billy Valentine.
And I'm the one that gets subverted.
Yes, the eye bulging
I'm the
condition
one that
is
gets
usually
silenced.
caused by being hit by a truck.
Oh.
So what? I gotta look into this a little bit more. I didn't even know that had side effects. Holy shit! That could explain a lot, actually.
Yeah, look in Google up steroidal cream side effects.
Yeah, I'm getting it right now because fuck. All right,
Bro, I know this girl. She got on steroids. She got really sick. They put her on steroids. Her whole face swelled up. She almost died.
Yeah,
and
this is just
it
like
ruined
a
her
spray,
life.
so I didn't think it would be. It's not like a pill, so I didn't think it would be. But yeah, no, it has it in it, so it absorbs through your skin. So yeah.
I want to go
Anyway.
close this door 1 second. I'll be right back. Just give me 20 seconds.
Let's take a look and see.
Okay. My girlfriend's here, and the door to my bathroom's open. I just don't want to bother her. She's sleeping. Okay, so we're smoking. We're doing. We'll select a little piece here from the piece collection, the collection of pieces here. Yes, we will select. And this one already has some cannabis in it.
Adrenal gland.
So I'm waiting to hear back from that news agency. I told them that marijuana was a racist word and they shouldn't use it. They should use the word cannabis. They sent me an automated reply. We received your letter. We want you to know that we don't always get back to everybody that sends us a letter. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully you'll get back with me, or you'll just start calling it cannabis. You know, tell your reporter to just use the word cannabis. It's just so much easier. You know, you don't have to try, oh, where am I going to say call it pot? And where am I going to call it weed? And where am I going to call it marijuana? And where am I going to call it dope? And where am I going to call it reefer? You know, just call it cannabis and you won't have that problem. And hey, guess what? You get more letters in your article too. More letters. You know, they're looking for a certain amount of letters in an article. You know, we'll make sure you know that it's certain length and blah blah blah. Well, cannabis give you a few extra letters. There you go. It's got a benefit. Aside from you no longer being a racist, which I think is the greatest
Billy
benefit
Valentine.
of all.
I can't party hard anymore. Think I'm laying off the beer again.
God, I
peed
like
clear
that.
at 6 p.m., but my this morning resembled bong water.
You know, maybe one of the best parts. Okay, one of the best parts of calling it cannabis is knowing that you are no longer using racist terminology invented by the people who got it banned. Leonardo. Put a little Leonardo DiCaprio on that. Let's put a little Leonardo DiCaprio on that. One of the best parts of calling it cannabis is knowing that you are no longer using racist terminology invented by the people who got it banned in the 1930s. With a little celebratory. I love the little celebratory emote. I want to get a little party hat and a little thing so I can just do that in real life.
When did you cut the hair?
Evans Garden 420. November? Thanks for coming by my show and checking in from time to time, bro. Busted! All right, no law regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers. Cheers, Evan. Good to see you again. I hope everything is going okay with you, bro. I could use some of those old school trendies back watching the show, man. Boosting my numbers. Hey, hey.
Stephen Running.
Cheers, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hippie chick.
Son of a...
Here's bear market money. Dump it BTC.
Oh, you're back on the bear, bro?
Billy
man.
Ballantyne. There are
Well-
more 70,000 English words that need to be abolished out of the estimated 280,000 words in Webster's archives to wipe racism from the West.
Are you, dude?
Dude, getting rid of the words doesn't get rid of racism. That's so funny. Is that what someone said in an article? They're like, you get rid of these words and racism will be gone. If you just can't call people bad words, guess what? We can't hate each other anymore based on our differences. Really? Huh. Well, I don't know about that. So, the Republicans have come up with this thing called the
Billy Ballantyne.
Pelosi Act.
You are trying to get rid of the R word. Just pointing out how many there really are.
The R word? Oh, what?
Billy Ballantyne.
No!
I mean M word.
No, I'm not saying to ban the word. I'm just telling people to stop using it. It should still be there for historical sense. Like, we're not banning the N word because it's got a historical value. So we know what morons were calling people back, and into this day, I should say. I'm not saying to ban the word. I'm just saying it's a racist word and you can do better by calling it cannabis. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't want to ban a word. Absolutely not. I've never said to ban I've never said to get rid of the word. I've just said you shouldn't say it. History is important, bro. Or we forget history and we'll repeat it. So I'm all for keeping the word around so that, like I just used it in this broadcast, to tell you that the word marijuana is racist. So I need to be able to say the word in order to explain why it's racist. Right? Are we good? Okay. Now, the Pelosi Act. The Republicans are introducing a bill that wants to stop the insider trading that, people like Nancy Pelosi have been guilty of for years and have enriched themselves off of the backs of Americans who didn't have access to the same information that she had because she's special and privileged and she's got power and leadership that we awarded her. So in her mind, this is what the people want me to have. They love me. It's like Donald Trump. The people love me and they want me to have everything. Sure they do. So I like it. I like it. I like the Pelosi Act, and I don't care if it's introduced by Republicans. Wow, somebody's finally making some sense in Washington. Oh, and it's the Republicans. They're offering up legislation that I agree with. Dope.
Is that male vitality that you're taking there?
You know, I will only take half of a line of Super Male Vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. And let me tell you something. At that moment, I am renovating the bathroom. I'm locked myself in, and I am doing some carpentry and some light drywalling, which I'm getting into. I'm starting to learn more about the drywalling. But I'm finding out, I'm having a problem with the feathering. I'm having a very hard problem. I for some reason, so I have to go back. I will wait at least 4 long, excruciating seconds while I go back and snort that second ultra potent line of Super Male Vitality. And then once I snort that second line, I'm back in there, and I got the feathering all figured. I'm feathering like a bird. You should see me. I'm doing both sides at the same time, wing style, like this. I got it all feathered in, and everything looks. I've got an arch like you wouldn't believe. I'm about to paint that.
Man, that's got to be the best Alex feelings.
I don't think so. But I gotta work on it a little bit more. Because sometimes I just get caught up in it. Sometimes I just get carried away and I forget that I'm just...
Rhonda Simmons.
Sometimes I get carried away and I forget I'm trying to
What are you
sound like
snorting?
somebody else. What am I snorting? I am snorting only half a line of ultra potent Super Male Vitality in the morning so that I can renovate my bathroom, Rhonda. Let me tell you something. It is ultra potent. When I snort only half a line of ultra potent Super Male Vitality in the morning, I am rocking, ready to go. I am pointed north. Stay out of my way, because at least 2 inches in front of me, you're going to get bumped into. You have to stay at least 2 inches. There's a full 2-inch perimeter that I need. Those are my boundaries. I have got 2-inch boundaries. And when I'm on the Super Male Vitality, I am 2 inches. I think I'm all of 2 1/4 inch, actually.
Maybe even a half.
I've got the full 2 1/4. Gazette height.
The full 2 1/4. Oh my god. Dude, you should, I don't know why this is not
Dude, that's like cannabism. That's like cannabisism. Dr. Nuke. We're following each other. Bro. Bro, I gotta say, bro. Bro. I came up with cannabisism all on my own. Cannabisism. That's so funny.
Wasn't that the religion that you were talking about? We could join. I know that was we made up a fake religion. Remember, it was about cannabis.
No, cannabisism.
Yeah,
it's still
Rhonda
bro.
Simmons.
It's still a religion, bro.
That's awesome. I love
It
my
didn't
credit.
stop being a religion. Dude, I don't have the power to do that. I'm not the leader of cannabisism. It exists. You love your kratom? Yeah, I don't mess with kratom. I don't understand that stuff. I don't know anything about that. I only understand Super Male Vitality in the morning. And let me tell you about Ultra Brain Factor 4, Force 5. Let me tell you all about Ultra Brain Factor Force 5. Well, Ultra Brain Force. Let me tell you, I put a couple of drops of Ultra Brain Force in my coffee in the morning, and I am ready for my day. I'm ready to go snort only half a line of ultra potent Super Male Vitality because it is so ultra potent. And let me tell you something.
Why is it always funny?
I will. The first thing I will do before I even get out of bed, I will reach over and I will grab my remote control and I will turn on Nave's Garden and I will start watching that guy because he's up before I am. The crack of dawn, podcasting, doing his thing, smoking his cannabis. Let me tell you something. His cannabis is ultra potent. He will only smoke half a bowl of his cannabis because it is so ultra potent. Let me tell you, I too will smoke along in the morning. I hashtag smoke along in the garden with Nate. Really good guy. So yeah, what am I smoking? I'm smoking OG Kush. Some of the fine. Let me tell you something. My cannabis is no. I'm joking. Let me tell you something, is that my girlfriend has been going around to dispensaries and she's been very disappointed. And she smokes mine and she goes, bro, why can't the dispensaries be as good as you? Right? Dude, I got the best, baby. It's like, And you know what's funny is I got my hoodie friends in here. They got the dank too. They all got the connect.
That's one
What
thing
the
I
fuck is
lost
up?
is my
Something about this
connections.
hood, bro. People just know what's up.
I've lost all my connections. It's all legal now, and it sucks because I miss smoking the old stuff.
Well,
Now.
right,
But it was
because it
better.
was better, and you get different
It was
stuff every
better.
week. It's always different, which makes it good. And that's
Yeah,
something that the dispensaries
yeah.
don't. I mean, they rotate strains, but they don't do it enough. And they should be a
No,
much
I
bigger.
think
It's like you go in there and you get like 2 fucking options. Here's the sativa. Here's the sativa dominant, indica dominant.
oh, we've got lots of options. It's just the way that Health Canada up here has made them have to irradiate, and so some of them irradiate, but the ones that don't, you're paying like twice the amount because they've got to go through. It's so
Billy
strict. It's
Ballantyne.
so stupid. It's all a big money
Damn.
grab, you know. Like,
Urban Dictionary gives this guy credit for it. Cannabisism. The act of cannabis consuming itself in some way. Number 1. Dude, I think my ate itself. Number 2. No, not cannabisism. Are you sure you didn't smoke it? Number 1. Oh yeah, I did. By Ralph Howard, November 19th, 2013.
Wow, dude. He beat me to the cannabisisms. I think I was probably doing it, bro. I was probably doing cannabisism.
Evans Garden 420. I find out I get better danks off of Slick Willie than I would inside of the Dispose.
I was doing cannabisism in the show, and I was live, but I don't think 2013, bro. I think it would have been a little later than 2013. I can look, because that would be funny if they stole it from me. That would be funny if I'd be, oh, wait, no, in 2012, I was talking about cannabisism-tisms. You know? Oh, then I'd take full credit for it. But nope, somebody beat me to it. And it's funny is I just came up with it on my own. And the way I did it was, I was like, you know, what kind of a religion, what's a religion sound and that can go with cannabis? And I was like, there's Judaism, there's Catholicism. I was like, they're isms. So now cannabisism. So it was just the natural, it took me that long to figure it out. Because I was like, I needed a name for my religion, you know? All right, so no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Jiminy. Cheers, Evans Garden. Billy, Notlin, everybody that's over there on the Rumble sphere, which
Billy
it
Ballantyne.
says now I'm down to 1 viewer on
I
Rumble.
thought it was 2012. When you saw the dude get away with anything by starting a religion.
Bro, so do you think I beat them to it? Because I will right now, I will pontificate on it. They stole that from me. I will say they stole it from me, bro. And they put it in the Urban Dictionary, and they saw me on YouTube. Because let me tell you something, I was getting millions of views back then. I know they saw that shit from me. Wow. Is cannabisism that old? We've been doing that a long time. Like I said, bro, the religion never died. It's just, I stopped saying, I don't know, maybe about a year ago. After, you go back 2 years, bro, and you'll hear me saying cannabisism, tisms for all before every bong hit. Every dab. I would say, cheers, blah, 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 happy whatever, cannabisism, tisms for all, cheers. That's what I would say. And I stopped saying the K because it was just too much. Now I just want to give people credit for typing in my
Billy
chat
Ballantyne.
so that's what I do
Yeah,
now.
I'm sure it was 2012.
I'm like, the
the year
last
I
few people
discovered
that
you,
just
you
chatted,
were
they get
already saying
mentioned.
cannabis isn't
Every
tisms
bong
for
rip.
all.
That's the way it works now. So it's cheers Jiminy, cheers Notlin, cheers Billy Ballantyne. That's who's in there. That's all I can see on my pages. That's what I do. And then I hit the bong and I say cheers. But, hey,
cheers.
Cannabisism, tisms for all. Cheers. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's those. Cheers.
Oh, my God.
Would be
Oh, my God.
reminiscing of podcasts 15 years later. People that made it crazy. Oh, that was a big hit. I just got a delayed video on that.
You know how I know you don't have to hold in smoke for 3 to 5 seconds, and that's all the smoke that your body can absorb? Ghosting a hit. That is how I know the longer you hold in a hit, the less smoke you blow out, the more your body's absorbing get beautiful THC and all those other things that you want in your bloodstream. That's how I know that 3 to 5 second rule is bull crapola.
I hold it in for about probably about 4 seconds. But that's just because comfort for me. It's comfortable. Other people hold it in as long as you can. I used to.
I don't know how Jiminy talks after a bong rip. You're totally not holding your hits in long enough, bro. You need to be getting as high as me.
4 seconds is long.
Bro, we're talking 15, 20 seconds every hit. At least. And then spending 30 seconds to 45 seconds blowing the smoke rings out, bro. So you're still holding your breath.
I'll try it on the next one. I'll give it a try.
Let's blow the smoke rings. Let's blow the smoke rings. That's what I want to do. I want everybody to blow the smoke rings. Then you're really going to get as high as I'm getting. We're all smoking the same thing, guys. We're all using the same THC. No matter what you think, if you hold your hits in as long as me, you're going to get just as high. There will be no question why after I do a bong rip, I can't talk. And I'm glad that Jiminy can for right now because it gets really quiet after I do a rip.
All right.
Because my brains are getting scrambled. My brains are totally getting scrambled. It's just like I'm not having any thoughts. Bro, I'm just like
Billy Ballantyne.
In this haze.
If you can hold a full bong load for 30 seconds, you will survive the Titanic.
I thought concentrate's giving me.
Yeah, but you won't survive your girlfriend that dunks you in the water. Evil bitch.
That movie was stupid. They could have both survived.
Dude, that's what I always said. I was like, hey, man, let him out for a few minutes, and then you get up for a few minutes, and you fucking dumb bitch. The fuck you watching this man freeze in front of you for? Freeze to death right in front of you.
Yeah, for no reason. That was so stupid.
She's feeding the sharks, bro. Here you go, sharks.
Yeah. Just let him, drown, slowly drift away. That's sick. Like
a human ice cube?
Yeah. Instead of being like, okay, you know what? I can just tread water for a couple minutes here. You come over here and we'll work this out. Piss me off. It was a good movie.
So we shot China's balloon down, and they said that they're going to respond. They didn't like it. And I'm trying to wonder, what's a balloon like that cost? How much money did that cost China? And how much did it cost us to put that jet up there to shoot it down? And, oh, by the way, yeah, those jets fly higher than we were told. That jet flew up to 58,000 feet. Which must have been awesome. Can you imagine? Oh my god.
One of those things?
Dude, you're looking at the planet when you're up there. You're looking down and you're seeing the freaking curvature of the earth. It must just be insane.
And it's not like a plane, like a passenger plane. You're in a cockpit the size of smaller than a car.
Yeah, no, right? Like a go-kart. You're in a go-kart with wings, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Right?
Cockpit, yeah.
Oh, I know, man.
With all that power behind you, oh my god, that must be incredible.
Hey, Harmony, why you dropping what you doing $27.99? We don't like it. We haven't seen Harmony under 28 in quite some time. So maybe it's Harmony's time to go down a little bit. So let's see what it does. Let's see what Harmony does. There, it went back up to 28. Look at that. Dude, that's stability, folks. That's the stability of our investment. The whole market's crashing around people's ankles and we're sitting high. We're up on the raft. We're looking at the guy in the water. We're saying, you're going to freeze down there, pal. All the other cryptos are little ice cubes in the water floating around. We're up on the raft. We're sailing high like this and that. And in the cyber game, and they got the guys singing in the background while they're doing this. They're doing this, actually.
Billy Ballantyne.
Could you imagine, bro?
I met Bill Astor in Rhode Island
Did they
after
really
a show
do
I
that,
played.
bro?
His Eton dad was supposedly the rich guy that Rose cheated on in Titanic. Bill smelled like feet.
I hate people that smell. Ugh. Sorry. Just do. I got a thing. You know, take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. There's products, folks. There's products.
Shower. I learned about lotion anyway.
Dude, they got a new one. They're advertising here. It's a cream you rub in for deodorant. It's a deodorant cream. It's called Luma, I think. And this is the one where we were talking the other day, and I said there's a stupid commercial, and the girl is like in portrait mode on a freaking on the television, on the widescreen television. So it's like you're looking at a cell phone in the middle of the screen. And we'd said, you know, it's obviously because it's remember we were talking about marketing and advertising, and I said you'd be good at that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the product that I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny, right? It all ties together on the podcast, folks.
It does.
That's why you keep watching, because you know eventually it's going to come around and everything's going to lock together. It's all going to start making sense. We don't have any visitors in the backyard today. Not yet. And, you know, I've been looking out, but I did notice that the banana trees are coming in, and I'm really, really happy because this one tree that I got sitting over here got totally raped. I mean, it was froze, dude. It was dead down to like 8 inches off the ground, and it was not growing, and half of the side was exposed to the freeze. And I put a blanket over it, but
Billy Ballantyne.
I was worried that it died.
Uber rich
completely.
people usually stink in my experience. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't either.
The guy that showed me this
They're
little
lazy.
castle owns 30 other properties, including a strip mall, and he smelled of dead salmon.
Maybe he went out to lunch with Mark. So,
Yeah, I thought it's gross.
it's sprouted. It's got some growth. The banana's sprouting, and I'm just so happy. I wanted to go out there and look at it because it doesn't look like the growth is coming from the middle of the stump. It looks like it's shot out the side because I told you it got stripped on the side a little bit. It was exposed, and it looks like it just kind of came out sideways and then went straight up. But it looks like I can see 2 leaves from here, I think, which is weird. That's weird. Never noticed that before.
That's one of the best. I don't know what it is. It's not a joke. Just
Dude, you know, bear market money came in here and was like, dude, sell. Think about this. This drop that just happened, it could be the start of another drop because there is an upward wedge pattern forming. Upward wedge. We like falling wedge patterns usually. So, what this could mean is this could be a dump. This could be a total drop of the whole market. This could be the start of it. And a savvy business person might consider selling off all the crypto. You know? And me, I've always got that half full mentality to where I think, yeah, it'll drop and then it'll come back. You know, I keep thinking that, and that's not necessarily a healthy philosophy. So remember that, guys. When you see me hodling, that might not be for you. You might be ready to take that money right now and run. If you put $8,000 in it, now you got $17,700. And you might just be like, hey, you know what? What is that? What is it? $9,000 over 8?
$9,000, yeah, nine something.
9,700, right? Maybe you just take
Yeah.
out the 9,000 and leave the 8,000 in there and see where that goes. And it'll still be bought at that low level. And you'll still make a ton of money. And if you needed that money, you could take it out now. But I digress. Here's the difference. I don't need the money. So I'm getting paid here in a few days, like a week. I'll get paid. And when I get paid, I'm going to be able to cover my expenses and start paying off that loan, right? The loan that's costing me $46.59 a month, right? I'm going to try to pay off as much as that as I can. If I can pay off the whole thing this month, I will. But if it's only costing me $46.59, I don't really have to. So, for someone else, it might be different. And that's why I want you, whenever you're listening to me and you're seeing what I'm doing, remember, you can definitely clue in on my patterns and my predictions and even make the investments when I make them. But you don't have to hodl. Okay? You can get out, take that money, and then put it on another crypto that's down right now that's going to go up, like Sol, or something that's low like Cardano, or Binance. Binance is going to go up, or buy Bitcoin with it, or do an external investment, or, go out to a nice restaurant, or blow it all on cocaine and hookers,
Hello,
like Hunter Biden,
yep,
like the president of the United States' son did. It just depends on how you are. But my point here is this. You don't have to take all of my advice. You don't have to take all of my advice. Okay? You can just take the torpedoes of gold that I shoot across the ocean at you and harness them. And then with anything else that you don't like, you can just disregard. If you're like, dude, this guy's stupid because he's not pulling money out. He's not even pulling profit. You're not even pulling out $1,000 a day. And it's multiplied, 120x, right? Something like that. The last check it's going to be lower. Okay. So at last check it was 122.1x, not x, 122.1% profit. I'm sorry, not X. That's, 1X or 2X or whatever. But it's gone down now, so let's see where it is now. 121.5%. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, 121.54. So you could take a portion of that. You could take $1,000 of that. You could take $5,000 of that. You could take all of it out. So me holding on to this and not wanting to let go of it, right? Because I think it's going to be worth more money. So I'm like that dude in 30,000 Leagues Beneath the Sea, at the very end of the movie. And he's down underwater and the thing's crashed and there's all these jewels and these gold and all these doubloons and in this big chest, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna grab some of this, right? And he puts it all around his neck and he's holding all of this stuff and he's trying to swim and he can't swim and he ends up drowning. That's me. Okay, I'm that guy. That's me. Don't be me if you don't want to lose everything. Okay? Get your profit, do what you want to do other business deals, whatever. So remember, this can all crash down. It might do it right now while we're talking about it. So my mom looks at me and she thinks I'm fucking crazy. Because she's savvy. She knows what's up. And she thinks I'm freaking crazy. She's so disappointed in what I'm doing with this money. And I'm like, I know if it does what we're projecting it to do, in a year or two, there's going to be so much money. She's just going to be like, Toyan, I'm going to remember those days Well, you just didn't want to trust me. That used to drive me crazy. I want you to know that was driving me crazy. That you didn't have faith in what I was doing. You know? And I think some of that is, she's not here, I don't have to whisper. She never came out to California. So I was out there for, 12 years. And I immediately invited my parents out there. Right when I moved out, I was like, you guys got to come out here. It's so beautiful. You're going to love it. I got room for you. We're going to go do this and that. It's going to be so much fun. Come out. 12 years later, it never happened. So, they don't understand what you got to put your eyes on the property out there in California and understand the whole thing. When I have friends come out and visit out in California and they're just, it's like to see the amazement on people's faces right when you pull up the driveway and just to hear all the reactions and just how amazing it is and all the heavy equipment and this giant freaking house on this giant piece of property and big fucking trees, dude. They see the trees and they're like, dude, the trees are over 100 feet tall and they're you can't even see around the other side of these giant fucking trees and just beautiful view, and they never got to experience that. So they didn't get to see what I had obtained in California, really. I sent them video and whatever, but it doesn't translate, as being there it's a whole different thing. And the vibe and the freaking weather and the animals walking by while you're sitting there on the deck, man, just being right in the middle of the freaking woods in this home, and being able to go right down the street and get whatever you need at a little store, and just the whole life was just so freaking cool. And the grow, bro, my gardens out there, the vegetables and I always said to my mom, I'm like, let me ship you some veggies.
Evan's Garden
She wouldn't let
420.
me ship her veggies.
Did you end up selling your old place? Or you still have it?
I still have it. My buddy Mark lives there.
That's like my parents. Seriously, dude.
What's that?
It sounds like kind of like my parents a little bit. How they act. Doesn't matter what you do. It's like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's like, you just be happy.
So, this is just
Billy
gotta be. I
Valentine.
don't think.
My mom never came to Vegas either. You'll find that most PS are guilty of their own pet peeves. When they nag you about your money, it's because they are bad with theirs too. When they ask you to come visit, remember that's a two-way street. When you move out, they still expect you to do chores for 60 years.
Well, I don't
Evan's
mind
Garden
doing the chores. I
420.
love working, so
Nice, I liked.
I clean the house.
That place good outdoor garden s.
Yeah, this place, bro, forget about it. Perfect grow spot, man. Where the sun comes across.
Oh, yeah.
Once it gets at noon, it's over the house, right? And then it's full sun from noon on. If I'm back there, it's sun from 9 a.m. until 3, when it falls behind those trees over there. It's a lot of sunlight. It's a good place located as far as like near the equator. So it's great for growing cannabis outside. I could easily put greenhouses back here and have amazing freaking grows. It'd be so easy to do. Fucking state has to allow it, so it's probably going to be a few years. Imagine just seeing them right there. Fucking big old grow house.
Weird, because like, they're going to legalize because of money, right? And Florida seems to be the kind of people that like to make money.
Evans
What do you
Garden
think that they'd
420.
legalize?
Looks like you have nice full windows. Let's get light in for houseplants.
It's growing. There's only 22 providers here, 22 gardens for the whole state.
Huh.
Imagine that.
They could be capitalizing on cannabis tourism with the beaches, and young people go down there and smoke on the beach. And,
No, bro, it's legal here. What are you
beautiful
talking
weather.
about? It's legal here.
Oh, it is legal. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't. So you can't grow it.
Listen, if cannabis wasn't legal in the state of Florida, I wouldn't be sitting here smoking it on cam.
I didn't think of that, actually.
Yeah, that's why I left. Remember when I started and I left
Billy
Florida,
Ballard.
bro?
True.
And that was the whole
Yeah.
thing,
Looks
is
like
I was
he has
smoking on
windows.
cam every day.
It's because they are frickin' windows.
Yeah. It's been legal here so long, I completely forget that it's illegal in some places. It's fucking weird.
Looks like he has windows. No, it's because he's looking out the window. It's like you said, Billy. There's a lot of windows to look out.
Oh, so they'll let you buy from the state, but they won't let you grow your own. So you have to pay money and taxes. They want to make as much money as they can.
It's 420 in Newfoundland to you, Jiminy.
Yep. That's what they did in Canada. That we had to fight for our rights to be able to grow because they took it away. We were going to make it legal.
You got
We
to
had
what?
to buy it.
You got to fight? Dun-dun-dun, for your right.
Yeah.
Dun-dun, to
Billy
grow
Ballard.
cannabis.
He's also human.
Yeah.
And those are
And
real
now
chairs
they let
too.
you have 4 plants, but you can get more if you have a health reason. Easily.
Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy. Okay.
Evans Garden 420. Yes, men, they are windows, but not all windows let in good light for houseplants.
If, I brought the camera up a little bit, you get even more because these are tall windows. So it would be even more shocking, so to speak. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Jiminy and Evans and Billy and Notlin over there on the Rumbles. You guys, thank you for watching on Rumble. Remember, I am at Nays Garden on Rumble. Cheers. And on Twitter. Dude, when I carved that bong, it shook the whole chair. The arm of the chair started shaking. It felt like I was having an earthquake.
13 seconds. I could hold it longer now. Oh. How much can it?
You're not smoking cigarettes, are you?
I don't smoke cigarettes.
Good. Good, that's good. We don't want to do that.
Billy Ballantyne. I miss Floridian Lanais. The best room in those houses unless it has a screen pool. Those are also eat, but I've only seen them in Florida and North Carolina.
So, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene got suckered into thinking that $3 billion was sent to an elementary school of COVID funds. A single elementary school. So she went on the Senate floor, and she literally said those words out loud. What an embarrassment to the Republican Party. And I want to show you the video of her actually saying that $3 billion of COVID funds were sent to a single elementary school. I want to show you the video of Marjorie Taylor Greene saying that on the Senate. But I think that I've said it enough that you get the picture. She literally did it. There's video of it. I've seen it myself. It's probably on my Twitter feed.
3 billion to one school. Oh man.
So, just keep that in mind, that these are some of our leaders.
Like our leader,
She said that Jewish lasers started the fires in Northern California. That is what Marjorie Taylor Greene said in a tweet.
What?
She said the Jewish lasers started the Northern California fires that resulted in, the largest destruction of the state
Jewish
from
lasers?
fires in
Why
its
are they
history.
Evans
She said
Garden
that was from
420.
Jewish lasers from
It makes me so
Turn
sick
us
that
with
Donald
lasers.
Trump is running for president again. Do you
Lasers
really
can't
think he's
start
going to
fire.
win again? I hope
But
not.
why are they Jewish lasers? What the fuck?
No, I don't think Donald Trump has a chance of winning. I think he's become such a joke.
Some crazy people down there.
But it also depends on who they put up against him. The Democrats. It's supposedly going to be Joe Biden, but we'll see.
Wow.
I need to regrow my hair right here, I think. I have a bald spot. I have to look into that. I can do it with that. I've got this thing. It's called a electronic cellular stimulator or something like that. It looks like a big fucking dildo. It's white, and then it's got this. It does. It looks like a freaking dildo. It's weird. And it's got this glass tube on the end of it with like this thing. It looks like some kind of a anal bead or something. I don't know why it looks like that. It just does. It looks like some kind of a weird sexual device, right? So anyway, check this out. When you plug it in and you touch it with your finger, it's got one.
Stephen running. MTG is huge non. Evans Garden 420. His latest announcement about what he's going to do about trans rights and trans people is disgusting.
Back to the dildo.
Who, Evan? Oh, Trump. What? What's he gonna do? What was his announcement?
Billy Ballantyne. That's true. She blamed space weapons on the country starting to burn. This is CONUS. MTG looks way too much like the president in Don't Look Up. I think that's who they are parodying actually.
Okay. So when you touch it with your finger, it looks like one of those Tesla balls with the electricity sparks inside it.
I've seen those.
So when you touch it to your skin, it's like this little spark inside the glass, and you can feel a tingle on your skin.
Josh G.
Hey, Josh G. And it encourages cellular repair. It encourages hair growth.
Billy Ballantyne. Plasma.
I'm telling you, I'm going to use it.
Evans Garden
I'm
420.
going to apply it to this whole area.
He said if he wins,
And
there
I'm
is
gonna
only
try to
going to be
grow
two
my
genders
hair
and trans people
back.
will not be recognized under the government.
That's a lot. I think I'm missing hair right here, and I'm going to try to grow this. I'm going to take pictures of it, and we'll see if it works. Because look at this side. It's not so bad. Look at that.
You have better hair than I do, dude. You're 55.
Look at that, though.
Dude.
That's like a bald spot, man. I think that's like a bald spot.
I'm way worse than you.
So, I'll show you guys that this fucking thing works. It's crazy. And I'll just start going. Zzz, 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 zzz.
Oh.
I do my eyebrows. I do my face. You do it on your pimples. You get a cyst or a pimple or anything like that. It'll make it go away in 12 hours. I have a feeling that a lot of famous people use that shit. When you're like, dude, their skin's like always perfect. Yeah, they got one of them fuckers. They work.
Billy Ballantyne. I'm sorry, but that's quack medicine. I doubt it does anything other than look cool.
Bullshit.
Evans Garden
I'll
420.
show you, Billy.
I'm just coming to AI understanding that my hair will never go
Okay.
back again.
Let me tell you something, okay? I'm allergic to peanuts. And when I eat peanuts,
Daniel Andresi.
even at a very...
I took my family to Epcot for the Festival of the Arts.
That's nice, Daniel. At a very low level, they have this effect on me. They give me cysts all over my body. If I get any peanuts in me, boom, cysts, right? And they're bad, and they don't go away, okay? They don't go away. Once I get them, I got them there forever. They won't go. I waited and not touching them. Waited months, bro. And if I do that, they'll get harder and harder, and they won't go away. So I get rid of them. You know, I get rid of them fuckers. And I get scarred up for doing it. And I've been doing that for years, and I didn't know what was fucking causing it, bro. And then I moved out to California, and it stopped. It stopped, and I was fine. And then I bought all of these Reese's peanut butter cups, and I started getting cysts, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, the only thing that I've got now that I've never eaten before are these Reese's peanut butter cups. I was like, what's going on with that? So
Evans
then,
Garden 420.
I thought it was
You'll
just
probably have to go to a doctor to get him out. Oh my God, I cannot imagine.
Oh no, I don't have to. Fuck no, I don't have to go to
Evans
a doctor.
Garden 420.
I don't have to go to a doctor to get fucking
You do it
cysts out of my
yourself.
skin. Yeah, I do it myself. Yeah, I do it myself. I've always done it myself. Fuck that shit. It's my body. I take care of my body. So, I mean, I might have a few scars here and there, but hey, I don't have any fucking cysts. So, I started getting cysts, and I just started eating peanut butter again. And it wasn't Reese's, it was regular peanut butter. And I was like, dude. Then I figured it out. I had this allergy to peanuts, and I just had to stay away from them. And in California, I didn't have a problem. I moved to Florida, and I started getting cysts again. And I was like, what's going on? Turns out that M&Ms, even if you eat just the plain, and my mom's got them over here on the desk, they're made in a factory that makes the peanut M&Ms too. So you can't, if you've got a peanut allergy, you can't have M&Ms. You'll get whatever peanuts do
Evans
to you.
Garden 420. That must hurt like a MF.
It's not the best feeling in the world, but you got to do what you got to do, bro. Anyhow, I digress, Evan. I digress. My sister told me about this thing, this electronic stimulator thing with the glass rod on it. It's like a little Tesla ball, and it feels like it's got a little,
Daniel
little
Andresi.
shock when it touches your skin.
Cross-contamination.
You get used to it, though. It's kind of weird. It's this fucking weird thing. But she said if I put that on a pimple or a zit or anything like that, she says they go right away. And she's like, you should get one. And I'm like, I blew it off for like a year, months, whatever. Because I think I was in California when I got it. Yeah, I got it in California. And then she said it to me again. I'd said to her, I had this really bad cyst, and I was like,
Billy
I
Valentine.
just keep getting them. It's fucking
Does your sister own any crystals?
No, she does not. She's not into, bro. Listen to the story. Are you ready? She told me to get this thing. I get it. It's on Amazon. I get the thing. I use it, and it works, just like she said it would. If you use it correctly, you use it regularly, these freaking cysts have no chance. The only thing was I got lazy. And every once in a while, I just decide to stop using it. And I, for whatever reason, I get contaminated, compromised, whatever. And I get the cysts. And I'll just decide to start, removing them without that thing. And it's the same thing. It's I can't do that. I took that thing out. I started using it again, man, because it works. Just the other day, bro, I was eating dark chocolate, and I started getting cysts after about 3 days of eating the same dark chocolate. And I was like, I went and I looked on the label. Sure enough, made in a factory that also uses nuts, makes peanuts and blah, blah, blah. I can't eat that. I can't have that. This is what it does to me. So I grabbed that stimulator thing, and I was like, I told my girlfriend about it. I'm like, look, I got a cyst. And I pointed everywhere I had a cyst, and there were like 6 of them. I go, watch this. My girlfriend says, that isn't going to work. She goes, that's just like Billy, total skeptic. What is crystals? You know, that whole thing. I zap it. I show her how I use it. Right? Zappy zap. 12 hours later, bro, wake up, look in the mirror. They're not even half as big as they were. And I'm telling you, these won't go away on their own. These are now, today, they're almost gone completely.
Mm.
And if I use this
I think we
thing,
should all have one. Just
if I
products.
use this thing, they go away. It takes like 12 hours for them to really start showing an effect. But you have to keep using it. You can't be lazy.
Edwin Sparks 420.
Thing is,
Wow.
it's got a glass rod, so you have to pull the glass rod out of it very carefully, and you have to set it like with your toothbrushes or whatever, so it doesn't, you don't want it to bump into anything and shatter. You break the glass because it's a glass rod. But that's the only thing, is this freaking glass rod. But I'm telling you, man, I've never seen anything work like this. Not any kind of cream or technique. And I've seen and heard them all, bro. Not a drug that you could take. Nothing like this. It's like a miracle. And if you want, I could tell you, I could find it for you. But it's like a cellular stimulator.
Edwin Sparks 420. Yes. Edwin Sparks 420. We want to know.
Okay, hold on. Not a problem. See, I always forget what this thing was called when I look it up in my orders. Okay, search all orders. Okay. No. Okay, let's try another word. Electronic. I think it might be called electronic something. Ooh. Maybe not. No, this is going way back, dude. I bought some Battlefield, bro. Whoa, that's cool, man. Ballasts for my lights. That's cool. No. No. When was that? 16. Okay. No results found.
Billy Ballantyne.
I found it.
Okay, there's some logic to that because
I
the
found
only
it.
thing the medical industry still used electrostatics for is to sanitize living surfaces like skin. So it does indeed sanitize skin.
You guys, here it is. I found it. I don't know why. I think they misname it because I don't think it is what they call it. They call it high frequency skin therapy wand machine. I don't think it's high frequency. What just happened? It didn't go. That was weird. There's a link in the chat, but you have to be on, I think, YouTube or Twitch. Dude, what is going on? It keeps crashing. I'm going to try it one more time. I don't know what's going on here. I keep putting in an Amazon link. It keeps crashing the chat. Right? We're live though, right? Anyway.
Billy
Oh,
Ballantyne.
there we go.
They should use that on the super rich to remove the salmon smell.
Bro, it's called, the company's called New Derma. Portable handheld. It's not portable. It's on a cable. It's weird. So that's so stupid. But high frequency skin therapy wand machine. It's not. It's not a high frequency at all. It's an electronic. It's like a small plasma ball, like Billy says, but it's not. I don't think it's plasma per se. I think it's just electricity. It's just electricity, man. It's just at a very small voltage. So, a voltage applicator, a thing that distributes voltage. Would that be right? Or not wattage, it's voltage, right? Low. They should call it like a low voltage stimulator. Let's read some of the. You want to read some of the comments on it? I love reading comments. You want to read the? We'll read the 1-star ratings first, which are always the best. 1 star. Great potential, but this is cheaply made. Okay, first things first, this does really work. Wow, for 1 star, they gave it. For the money and based on the reviews, I thought it was worth giving this one a shot, but I'm kind of sorry I did right now. Maybe that will change based on customer service's response. I'll update if that's the case. The wand itself is heavy and a little awkward to use. When we got it, the wand spun around in the neck and it was annoying. After a few days, the entire contents of the neck fell out of the wand, and we realized it had never been tightened before we received it. We were able to get the parts back together and tighten it up nicely, and it was better than how we'd gotten it, so no problem. Now, a few days later, I've gone to use it and found that one of the tubes had left its base inside the neck of the wand, and it now useless. It took a few pairs of pliers to be able to get the base of the tube out of the wand. You can see they barely glued it to the tube to begin with. Now I'm just really disappointed with the set. 2 weeks and it's broken twice. That's not acceptable. It's pretty clear the manufacturing is shoddy, and there's no way they don't already know that. These wands are great, and I think they are totally worth it. I just can't say this one is. Someone else says, seems obviously dangerous. 1 star. I was skeptical about zapping my face with any electrical device. I avoid electromagnetic rays and radiation, and the concept of using this on my face and neck near my brain seemed extremely risky, despite obvious health concerns and reasonable fear that in a few years people will report a cancer connection. I wanted to try this. This is so funny. The risk aside, it has not worked on my face. I broke out in acne. I wasn't using this for acne, and my face seemed burnt in places. Overall, I look way...
Billy Ballantyne. I'll come over with my wife's cardioversion over and zap you. You'll never get a cyst again.
Overall, I look way worse than I did before I used this. After I used the wand, I feel like I just endured electroshock therapy. The electricity is pulsing through my head, and when I move my tongue in my mouth, I hear zapping. Very, very odd. Feels bad. It probably is a lot worse than we know. Dude, that's one of the best reviews I've had for product on Amazon I have ever read in my entire life. Let's keep going, man, on these 1-star reviews. Oh my goodness gracious. This is so fun. Okay, here we go. More 1-star reviews on the New Derma product I'm talking about. I had reviewed this product when I first received it, and I thought I was going to love it. big change. Please read this. I do not know how many people have experienced what I did, but even if it's one, and that would be me, that is too much. I was into my 3rd week of using the new Derma, and after my 5 to 7 minute treatment, I started having an awful sensation of a racing heart, actual pressure in the middle of my chest, and I felt lightheaded. My heart was racing, and I could actually taste and feel that oxygen flavor and sensation that the new Derma puts out. I could actually feel it in my chest. It was very unpleasant. I had this experience after I had used the comb, so I thought. So I let everything, that's what my sister kept telling me, try the comb, and I've never used it. I only used that one thing. So I let everything go for like 3 days and did the treatment again. Dude, I've got to do this more often on the show, man. I cannot believe I just read this out loud. Oh my goodness gracious.
Billy Ballantyne.
Dude,
Throw that away.
are you laugh? Dude, these are just the 1-star reviews, bro. Wait till you hear the 5-star reviews, okay? Hold on, man. It's just like vaccines. There's always going to be a few people that have a reaction to it. But hold on. This is crazy. So let me go back to the funny part again. So I let everything go for like 3 days and did the treatment again. Another 5 to 7 minutes. And I never have used it on a very high level, maybe halfway. Yeah, I've been turning it up all the way. Once I get it on my skin, I'll crank it all the way up depending on where it is. Which is, it's if you go full blast right to your skin, it's a little shocking.
Yes, let's use that again because it feels like I almost had a heart attack using it, but I'll do it again.
Right? Are you dying? Okay, hold on. After another 5 to 7 minutes, and I never have used it on a very high level, maybe halfway. I did not use the comb, just the face. And immediately after the treatment, the same very scary episode, the racing heart, lightheaded, and unfortunately, these episodes did not go away fast. Both times they lasted for better part of an hour until it was gone. So my conclusion is, if you are sensitive to high frequency, and now that I think about it, it doesn't really sound very healthy, you need to be aware of this can happen. I really wonder if this has ever happened to anyone else. I will never use a HF device like this again. Okay. Another one. This one is titled Electrocuted Me with an exclamation point.
Billy
and
Ballantyne.
an update.
Has anyone put it in their ass?
Bro. Dude, there are, I think you would know more than anyone. Yeah. If it can be put in someone's ass, somebody probably already tried it. All right, so here we go. Update. So I'm updating this about a year later. This product isn't that great, and I changed my 3 stars to 1 star. My face is breaking out worse than it ever had before, and this isn't helping at all. All over time, the pieces start to get loose and do not fit securely in the center of the device and wiggle while you are trying to use it. I was doing my daily treatment, and it wiggles some and electrocuted me. It hurts so bad, I'm done with this item. You guys, electrocuting means that you've died from an electric shock. That's electrocution. So the word they mean to say is they've been shocked, not electrocuted. But still, I think electrocution might actually also refer to severe injury, but I could be wrong. Was super excited to try this all week. Came on Monday, finally opened and tried it last night. First thing I noticed.
Well, that person just sounds neurotic.
Listen to this. First thing I noticed, the box was taped shut. Right? There we go. But it had already been opened, and the tape ripped as if someone had opened and possibly used the item already. It was nicely packaged when opened. Cord was nicely wrapped up and twist tied. The main device looks brand new and never used. Noticed nothing wrong with included attachments. They also look new. No instructions were provided. Not sure if that was a mistake or not. I was able to easily Google and figure out how it worked, though. I've used it twice now, and I don't know if it's my imagination, but 2 days of use, and I noticed a couple of acne bumps disappear. Skin seems more vibrant. 3 people at work yesterday asked me, what I used on my face as it had a healthy glow to it. Only difference I've made is using the facial device, so I have high hopes with continued use. My only complaints, directions would be appreciated, not a huge deal. I'm missing one attachment. I didn't realize this just came with 3 attachments. I do recommend so they recommend it, and then they got electrocuted, they claim. It does hurt if you turn it up
Billy
too high.
Ballantyne. Package was opened and was covered in a foul easy film resembling intestinal fluid.
Rogie, do you want
3
to
stars.
Do you want to go outside, buddy? Rogan, you want to go outside? No? Okay. My bees is here, everybody. And you know what it's time for? It's time for the Beasley Cam Extreme. He hears that, he leaves, bro. Buddy Beasley, where you going? You want to go outside, buddy? You want to go outside? Ruggy, you want to go outside?
Billy Ballantyne. It would not go up my butt. 3 stars.
I definitely wouldn't recommend that, bro. Hell no. Hell no. Don't do it. I wouldn't do it. Okay, well, you guys are phenomenal and awesome, and I love you all. But I'm going to go take my doggy outside, and I will see you guys on the afternoon show. How's that? You guys want to re-adjourn? The jury shall re-adjourn here for further sequestering in, let us say, around 3-ish. 3-ish my time. It's 10:20. Everyone check your watches and synchronize. It says 10:21. So around 3-ish or so, I'm thinking. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you later.
Hoot and howl. Hashtag keep it going.
Let's keep it open. You can always go back and watch old episodes, guys. Remember that? And
Hoot and howl.
I would love it.
Well, wait for you to return from the walk.
Would you really? Okay, you want to do that?
Evans Garden 420. I'll pop back in later.
You know, if you want, I could just put this up, and I'll take him for a walk, man. That's a good idea. Okay, you want to wait? I'm gonna take him outside, and I'll be right back.
Billy Ballantyne. LOL hashtag don't more.
You guys just hang in there. Be right back. Come on, Rogie.
Billy Ballantyne.
Yeah. We're not going
Hashtag
anywhere.
keep it
More
Samira.
ways than one. Don't worry.
Rogie. Come on, buddy.
You could leave this thing open 24 hours, I bet you. Anyway.
Rogie.
Stephen running.
Rogie.
Hashtag keep it open.
Rogie, you want to go outside?
He's already
Good
keeping
boy.
it up.
Let's go. Good boy. Come on, bees.
Hippie chick. Hashtag keep it open.
Oh, you're so cute. Hey, oh. You're so cute.
Billy Ballantyne. Jimmy, if you could make anything for dinner tote, what would you choose? I have chef's block. Hoot and howl. I get it, guys, it's not going haha.
I don't know. How about a fettuccine alfredo? You could do that with garlic bread, or you could do a, geez, I don't know, a nice steak would be good. That's what I go for right now is a steak, barbecue. You gotta marinate it though. You don't have to. But yeah, other than that,
Hoot and howl. What's your favorite way to cook the steak?
well, I just probably medium rare. Put it on and wait. I let it sit in one spot and then I flip it once. Maybe flip it one more time and then take it off.
Hippie chick.
Not too much.
Oh, fettuccine alfredo, one of my favorite dishes. Don't you just love the
Yeah.
fact that it's a heart attack in a dish?
Yeah. Well, it is. But back in the 90s when we used to eat stuff and not care about what it did to you, it was great. I'm trying to talk healthy food. Then you could chop up some kale, some almonds, and some dried berries.
Billy
And
Ballantyne.
get some.
I'm out of Alfredo, but I do have lots of Parmesan. You said steak. I have a 2-pound tomahawk in the freezer and a bunch of strips.
That's what you got to do. Take those out. Get some kind of marinade going with those strips. And then get an outdoor grill and slow cook them. So that's, I don't know. You could do anything you want. I don't know why food tastes better when it's cooked outside, but
Hippie chick. Is it Karma Hawk steak anything like a ribeye steak?
you know what I really want is some fajitas. You know, like served on like the hot plate with it still sizzling. You take it off and you put it on. That would be great with some like beef strips or maybe some chicken strips, depending on what you like, and some peppers in there. That would be,
I love me some peppers.
yeah, peppers are great. Talking about food we want to eat.
Oh, yes. So, Rogie was quick, bro. Rogie's like, bing, bang, boom, we're done. So if you hung out and you waited, you are the salt of my earth. Thank you for hanging out, guys.
We were talking about foods. Billy's trying to figure out what he wants to cook, so we're pulling the foods.
Oh, some bear.
Billy Ballantyne.
Some
A
bear.
tomahawk is a ribeye cut thick, but the rib is still attached.
Get you some bear,
Fajitas
son.
sound good, but I have no tortillas.
Get you some bear,
Hoot
son.
and howl. 6 of us in YouTube.
Yes, bro. There are 19 of you right now watching across all the channels. As, you know, evidenced down here by the counters at least, but you can never trust those to be accurate.
I'm hungry now. We've been talking about food. I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm going to be having eggs and a bagel for breakfast. at
Hippie
some
chick.
point here
Yeah,
pretty soon.
My next meal is going to be a ribeye steak.
ribeye steak. I'm gonna have the last of my everything bagels. I gotta go to the store, and I hate going to the store. Because it's cold out there. I don't want to go do anything. I basically become a bear in the winter, man.
Stephen running. Barbecue ribeye.
Oh, I love the barbecue. Oh, in an apartment building in the winter, you can't barbecue for multiple reasons.
The news cycle keeps us down and unorganized, so just know it. Man, have you guys seen what they're talking about? All these power attacks going on power structures around the United States from paramilitary groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's psychotic. So they're saying that we're going to see even more of it in the coming years. It's going to get worse
Billy
and worse.
Ballantyne.
I thought there was.
They're
happening
Okay, this
still.
is
I
what
thought
I'm
there
gonna
was
do.
2 of them. I didn't know there were.
Thanks to
putting-
Jimmy.
they're
New
putting the
York strips
information-
marinated Mediterranean style in the sous vide till 6, then I'll sear it on wood fire. Thanks, Jiminy.
on wood
There you
fire.
go.
Yeah.
That was never mind.
What were we talking about? I forgot.
The attacks on the power stations by these paramilitary groups.
Yeah, it's freaking. So they put it out on the internet. They're telling everybody how to do it, and that they're going to try to achieve, dominance of the white man.
Hoot and howl.
Some white
Energy attacks.
nationalist freaking Aryan freaking.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Them?
bro.
Oh no. Those guys.
Our race. He's like, our race will triumph type shit.
Those are the worst terrorists you guys got. Or anyone has.
That's bad, dude. They said without power, they'll be defenseless. I couldn't believe I was reading it. I was like, oh my god, man. These guys are psychos.
Yeah. That's the real, like when people talk about like Nazis or like the right wing guys, those are the guys that you gotta be careful about, the paramilitary groups. Some of those groups. It's not the fucking, some of these goofy meme groups that are signs. It's these guys that will build like blow dams up and shit or dig out power structures and shit. And they know what they're doing. I mean, look at I'm not gonna get into some
Well,
of them.
no, but they said there's a ton of attacks all over the country that you don't hear about in the news. That's what they said today. They were like,
Oh,
it happens
really?
so much. Yeah, there's so many reports.
Hoot and howl.
Because
Wow.
they're not
I
successful.
watched a 60 Minutes yesterday talking about cyber attacks and space war. It's just going to keep getting crazier.
Yeah, everything's gonna get crazier. That's what life does. It gets crazier as you go. Oh man, there it goes again. Bruh, my sound cut out. I'll flip this upside down and replug it back in. And then it starts charging again. Works every time. 100% of the time, it works 65% of the time. I said it backwards. Is my audio on? I don't hear you. Oh boy. I guess I should actually turn the audio on, huh? All should be well.
All is well.
Yep. Alright. So we smoke cannabis on the
Billy
show.
Ballantyne. When that happens, you scramble like old porn channels on those NASA-sized satellites dishes we used to have.
Really?
Billy Ballantyne.
That's weird.
Momentarily.
That's weird. Alright, guys. Jiminy, cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Alright, everybody, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers.
Come on. There's so much delay in the video, I didn't even see you grabbing. Sure. Just a little bit more. What's that, orange bud?
No, this is OG Kush.
Oh, okay. I wish I had some of that. Oh, it's pinkish, but it's,
bro. It
it's
smells
more
like
of an indica.
smells like Amsterdam.
Mm. I'm getting some wedding cake there in another couple days,
God damn.
which will be nice because it doesn't knock you out too much. This stuff I got is just good for night, but I don't have anything else. The pink kush is just, whoa, it goes, makes you go right to sleep. But I'm a bad thing.
So this market has dropped again. It did exactly what the pattern said it was going to do. It was a rising wedge pattern, and it led to another drop. But we're going to see how far this drop goes. Okay, we can monitor the drop very easily by just checking something that's really active right now. So Ethereum is reflecting it. Matic is reflecting it. We could go with Ethereum like this, and we can just monitor, and we can just see what it's going to do. Here we go. Right? So when the line that's right there goes down to the point at the bottom of the screen where the other one went to, then it's maybe hopefully fulfilled the drop where it's going to go to if it's going to retest that far. So this was a rising wedge pattern, and as I said when the show started, a rising wedge pattern leads to a drop. We don't like those, but if the market is strong, it'll show the drop, but then the drop will correct. We're already seeing a correction on this, so that's where the line bends a little bit, and that is a correction going on. That's great. It means it's slowing down. It's not a straight drop. That can change, but as of right now, it's a good sign. And it was that rising wedge pattern, totally expected to see a drop. So I predicted it a few minutes ago if you guys were paying attention. Now it's happening, and you can see that these patterns really do fulfill usually what they look like they're going to do. You know, if you're looking to buy in right now, it'd be a good time because everything's down a little bit. Grab Harmony before it hits 3 cents. It's nice and low. Engine's down 5%. Just got a notification. Oh, whoa, the perps on this, they are just amazing. Okay, let's Jiminy. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let us, shall we? We'll say, I don't know. We'll say that this was. We'll call this one. We missed the bottom of the hour by 8 minutes. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Billy, Hoot and Howl, Notlin over there on the Rumble, Sphere. Cheers, Jiminy.
Let us partake. Cheers.
Hoot and howl. Cheers.
Like I said, I'm good on this. Look, you gotta smoke. Then again, this is the government week, so.
Billy Ballantyne. Etsy is a crap platform filled with no talent hacks that decrease the value of all art.
I agree.
I'm quitting and boycotting it.
But you know what it's good for? I think I found I think that's where I found the dude to make the fake award for having 25,000 subscribers on YouTube award. Remember that? My fake award. Dude, why does my chat keep crashing? This is the weirdest thing.
Oh, I want to go to the backyard. That looks so good. Welcoming in that backyard. It's been like, man, it's been like deep freeze here for like 3 months. I haven't seen green.
Dude, I wonder if that's a video. If this is a video on Fox, I'd love to watch it with you guys. Oh my god, it is. This will be funny and fun to watch. Let's watch this video.
I enjoy fun. I enjoy fun.
Okay.
Violating U.S. airspace, an obvious homeland security concern. Joining us now, a new member of the House Homeland Security Committee, Republican Congressman Anthony Despacito of New York. So, Congressman, just about an hour ago, President Biden says Hope will take care of it. Have you been briefed? Do you have any insight into what that means, and what do you want that to mean?
Stop.
Well, I think what the focus is right now is that from multiple reports, we see that the Biden administration knew about this balloon days ago. And it seems that there was an opportunity when it was coming over islands in Alaska that we could have taken it down in open water without causing any casualties or any concerns on U.S. soil. The fact that we've allowed this to enter U.S. airspace is a direct result of the fact that Joe Biden is just weak, and he's viewed as weak on a global scale.
Congressman, I'm gonna stop you just for a moment because you are a new member of the Homeland Security Committee, and so I want to speak to you from that place. Of course, there's going to be a lot of finger pointing, but I want to ask you specifically, what do you hope that means in terms of taking care of this balloon? What information could we collect from fragments of this balloon? Should we shoot it down? Or is there a different way to take it down?
What I hope is that once we get into safe space over the ocean, that the balloon is taken down in a careful way so that we can extract from it any evidence that we need. Because obviously, as you talked about in the last segment, this is in real time. So everything that they've collected is already back to the Chinese Communist government. We need to make sure that we extricate from this balloon anything that was sent over, and we give us a better idea.
Dude, I wonder what that balloon
on
had
what
on
they
it.
have gotten, the information that they've received,
What kind of
and
equipment?
how they are sending balloons like this over other areas.
And
of
I
the
wonder
country.
how it's steered and stuff.
And any
How did it
idea
navigate?
or concerns that you may have in terms of
Yeah.
what sort of real-time intelligence this balloon
I
was
wonder,
able to
I'd like to see
send
the
back to China?
most close-up picture
Yeah,
of
well,
it.
listen, anytime that we have a balloon from any foreign
I know.
country,
I don't know why they don't
especially
have recovery
you know,
footage.
communist China, going over silos, nuclear missile silos in the United States, we have a serious problem.
Logan
And in
Brosh.
fact,
Hey,
the
Logan.
matter is, not
Morning,
to point fingers,
Bruffin.
but the Chinese, they smell blood in the water, and when you have blood in the water, you have a large amount of sharks ready to bite at any time.
Let's listen to the initial reaction from Republican Senator Mike Rounds of South Dakota.
The first question, why would they ever let it get into our airspace? The real question then after that is how soon do they find out that it was only an observation balloon? And along with that, who made the political decision that it should be allowed to enter simply because they felt that it was harmless?
So I want to give you an opportunity to react to the senator's questions. And also, while you're at it, if you could tell me, do you believe this was accidental, a wayward weather balloon, and how should the U.S. respond?
I do not believe that this was accidental. I think this is every bit of intentional. And like I said in the beginning of the segment, I think when we had the opportunity, when the administration knew about this over the waters of Alaska, we should have taken the balloon down in a swift manner
Logan Brosh.
before it entered U.S. airspace.
The amount of
coming
memes
over
on this
I
damn
gotta
Chinese
say-
spy balloon makes me laugh so hard.
All
They
right.
probably
Why did
released
we
some
know?
chemicals from the
Canada
balloon.
didn't know.
Who
We never
knows?
heard about this shit.
Bro, I just wish that we had done that. We'd shot that thing down before it entered our
wish we had.
airspace. I don't know why we didn't. And let me just
Billy
say this.
Valentine.
Okay.
And dude, Chinaman isn't the correct nomenclature. Chinese American, please dude Walter.
Who said that?
Oh, that's a quote from The Big Lebowski.
Oh. So, thank you for the context.
Logan Brosh. That was a little ridiculous.
I gotta say that as much as I can't stand Fox, can't stand the people that appear on Fox News, once again, I find myself in 100% complete agreement with that guy saying in relating to this one thing. So, once again, I have found a point of an agreement with somebody who is, I just completely find vulgar. But yet, even when I find somebody vulgar, when they're making sense, I'm going to give them credit and say, yeah, I agree with that point.
The continental United States.
This is
And you were
horrible decision
intimating
making.
earlier that because that action wasn't taken immediately, you feel that the U.S. now has been put
I'm
at
pissed
a
off that Canada didn't
disadvantage
notice it.
and losing whatever leverage we may have in terms of further future
Never do anything.
negotiations, or just kind of looking weak from a military standpoint. Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the communist China is pushing the envelope, so to speak, because they see our leader as weak, and he hasn't taken a hard line on defending us here in America and standing up to the Chinese government. And now we're seeing that they're actually, sending balloons into our airspace, going over the United States of America.
And you raised some,
Through Canada.
really strong concerns there. Could you pinpoint specifically what you're talking about?
Logan Brosh.
So our audience will understand.
They should have
how you
shot the thing,
believe that
dude.
we are,
But they didn't.
vulnerable.
Well,
Now we on the
any of
opinionated Fox
information
News
that they've,
network.
they've taken in
My
in this
Aunt Bo will
balloon,
live and die for
in
this.
spy balloon that's come over the United States. It's passed over military bases. It's passed over areas that we don't need spy balloons coming over the United States of America. And the fact
agree.
again that we had the opportunity days ago to take this out of the sky, and Joe Biden and his administration did not do that. It puts this country at risk. It puts our national security at risk. And quite frankly, we've seen he's not securing our border. Now he's not securing the U.S. airspace.
Oh, that's exactly what everybody else
And
is
how
saying.
this
do a
how does this
border,
balloon
do
differ
airspace.
from other spy
Logan
satellites that
Brosh.
China has over the United
He's
States?
always big happy when someone is right
I
for
don't
once over
think
there
it
on
does
Fox.
differ. I think the fact of the matter is that we should deal with them all accordingly. But this one specifically,
Utenhau
we've seen it. Like I said,
would be a
days
good,
ago,
easy
they had
way
the
to get a new
opportunity.
disease
They
or
decided
chemical
not
into
even
a
to tell the
country.
American people because they
Even
were
if shot
concerned
down, it did its
about a
job.
trip that they were going on to China. I mean, that is not the way to handle U.S. security or national security here in America.
Weapons and stuff.
Okay, I want to get in a quick
Dirty
question
mom.
with you really quickly because you're a new member of the House Homeland Security Committee.
Heroes.
As I said earlier, based on your early assessment, are we prepared to challenge and beat China
Jiminy,
at
cheers.
cyber
No
warfare?
regarding cannabis, everybody. Cheers.
I think we
Hoot
are
and Howl,
ready
Logan,
and
Brush.
capable to challenge
Not
China
letting over there on the
in
Rumble.
any way possible. We are a global powerhouse, and we need to start acting like one. And we need to make sure that we are leading from the front. And I think Chairman Green and the entire Homeland Security Committee are going to be standing arm in arm to do just that.
When does the missile blow up the balloon?
What's that?
Do they show the missile, the balloon getting blown up? Or
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No. I didn't actually see the video of it. I saw a picture of it. Oh no, I did see the video. Never mind.
Yeah.
Billy Ballantyne. It just popped and the array fell.
It looked like they said that it entered through Canada, which, like, why didn't we notice it? I don't remember anybody saying anything about it.
Hey,
Here.
Rosie Key. Cheers.
We should have scrambled the Canadian Air Force. Taking that shit down before it entered America.
Josh G. If it were a foreign jet flying in our airspace, they wouldn't hesitate to shoot it down even if there was potential for people to be hurt. Just seems stupid to wait for a balloon to be in safety.
Well, not only that, too. Probably
Billy
just-
Ballantyne. They shot it over Myrtle Beach. Was a small poof.
We think we're so fucking smart. So Bitcoin is retesting that drop. You see Ethereum is bent off. Bitcoin went lower and has matched the point of the 24-hour low. So it looks like it's about $80 away from that right now.
Josh
Nope,
G.
it looks like it's going lower.
LOL. Our local news agencies and Gov here in NC was begging and pleading people not to take hot shots at it with their rifles.
Something's not updating because it's showing it lower on my chart on Bitcoin than that low point. Not good. So we were expecting this from the rising wedge pattern, right, guys?
Hoot and Howl. It was 60K feet right. Restream.io.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Jet flow 58,000.
You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Jet went up to 58,000 feet to shoot it down. Which is good because, America got to figure out, that they've got the capability to do that
Billy
at
Ballantyne.
that altitude.
It was 60,000
Yeah,
feet. A rifle won't hit
Could have
that.
done it.
Ha 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 ha.
I think we even have enough. We have a Raptor, I think, too. We have a couple of them. F-35, whatever the fuck they're called.
Dude, this is so weird that this chart is not working right. It says that the 24-hour low was 23,007. And right now it says it's at 23,086, but it's below that other point. So something's not right, man.
Harmony 1 is doing the same thing as Bitcoin. So this could be it, man. This could be a big drop, man, because that's not a good signal. You have to kind of read the tea leaves and see what's going to happen. You guys, thanks for watching my show. I will see you on the next one. Love y'all. Take care. I'll see you this afternoon around 3. Remember, I'm at Nay's Garden on Twitter. Remember that. Come find me.